Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I started a minute early, so I'm going to wait a minute and undo station identification. Go right into review from Netflix. This just dropped on Netflix. They had like some big giant. Well, I'll get to it in a sec. Okay, I'll do station identification now, and then we'll get to it.
Welcome, Legion, to the Jason Callan channel.
There we go. Hi, Forrester, buddy. Okay, I'm getting to it. I get to it. Now, there was a whole big thing. A lot of times they're trying to bring back these 80s movies or 90s movies. I mean, because the whole thing with Stranger Things and stuff. They did Kindergarten Cop 2. Netflix did that. It was okay. It wasn't that great. Then they did. I'm still in some pain for it, but I'm doing my best, my buddy. I'm doing my best, buddy. Uh, and Benchwarmers 2 just sucked. That was awful. Awful, awful, awful. I know they tried to do Borat, and I think that they got some of the offensive stuff right, like they did the first stuff, but I think they played it too safe, showing how things ended up. And then not too long ago, Amazon, a few years back, they did Back to America Part 2 with Eddie Murphy. And that movie is a complete lie because they didn't really go to America at all. They stayed in Africa. And basically, it was just like showing like what he goes through or stuff like that, His Majesty on that movie. But it was only okay. I didn't recommend it. Anyone kill himself, see it. Well, anyways, a few years later, they're bringing back Beverly Hills Cop. And this one is called, instead of Beverly Hills Cop 4, it's called Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. Trying to make it sound a little bit different. It's Beverly Hills Cop 4. Cause I remember they had, the first one came out, 85, I think, big hit. I remember renting it. My dad didn't want to see it, but I think I ended up being the one seeing it. I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was pretty good. Then I remember in the Army, it came out 87, but I didn't see it till a year later. In Fort Detrick, Maryland. I mean, no, I'm Fort Gordon, Georgia, where I had AIT, Army Instructional Training Ed. They had Beverly Hills Cop 2. And that's my favorite of the three, right? And then, like, years later, as an afterthought, they did Beverly Hills Cop 3, was pretty much an ad for Universal Studios. I remember I liked some of it. I thought it was all right. I liked that thing on the chase on that Ferris wheel type thing, even though I knew it wasn't him. You could tell it wasn't him though, but it was still pretty cool. Well, anyway, Netflix had this huge 24-hour countdown to Axel F. Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. Beverly Hills Cop 4. And what happened was, I didn't know. I knew it was coming out on the 3rd, but I didn't know exactly what time. And that told me like at 3 o'clock in the morning it came out. So I wanted to make sure to be able to stay up and watch it. Now, I know. I think the movie is actually not horrible too. Watch it, bit okay, yeah. Well, I don't want to give any spoilers out, but I mean, I think it's quite good. Now, there's a lot of people that come back from the original one, and you could tell that from the when you read the opening beginning credits, right? But I mean, it starts out with a really interesting chase scene in Detroit, and it's a lot of fun. And the movie still tries to be funny. And I think a lot of the scenes that involved comedy were great. Kevin Bacon was in it, and Kevin Bacon was great. And he was able to, one thing I predicted something within the first 20 minutes, and then like 50 minutes in, it really revealed itself. But it was pretty obvious. But it was really cool. I think there was times where like he meets his daughter, and she's like this lawyer to help protect this guy who they convicted of as being a cop killer. There's scenes where I think she kind of like drags it down Well, it's not straight to video. It's not straight to video. It's actually quite good. Now, straight to video was Beverly Hills. I mean, Kindergarten Cop 2 and Bench Wars 2. They both really sucked. Also, Joe Dirt 2, which is probably the worst. You know. Um, I think whenever her daughter, the lawyer, comes on, it kind of like I don't know. I thought she was kind of a boring actress. She's okay in it. I think that's the biggest weak spot of the movie. And also, there's lots of slow dialogue parts. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, I think what Netflix wants to make more money because they're losing money. They figure if they get like a giant franchise like this and they do a good job, people want to come back. Yeah, but I know what you mean. Um. Anyways, it was really interesting. Really interesting. I'm just trying to be. I don't want, like I said, I don't like giving away spoilers and stuff in movies and stuff. I'm just trying to figure out. I wish it seemed like they could have like taken out like, and the movie's almost 2 full hours. It seemed like they could have trimmed out 20 minutes of the movie. Um, there's a scene where two people unite. I think I was rushed some. Yeah, oh, it's his real daughter. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I thought the third one was pretty much just an ad for Universal Studios. I mean, the second one's my favorite because that's why I saw it in the military theater. But that's not what made my favorite. I thought it was the most fun. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, whenever they do like an action scene or like comedy, it's pretty much really good. I mean, like the action scenes are really well done. Um, for the most part, I thought it was really good. I think maybe the ending might have been a little bit cliche, but I mean, I can understand what was going at. Um, I actually I liked it for most part. I was very entertained. I think, like I said, I think they could have trimmed out 20 minutes of the movie. They didn't want to affect it at all. I know it teamed up with Jay Bruckheimer in this one. The scene with the helicopter is great. There's lots of great scenes in the movie. Um, and there's a scene with hospital food at the end. I thought that food looked pretty good. I didn't think it looked that bad. Yeah, I've been watching every single interview by the actors now. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. He's in it. Yeah, he plays a big role in it. Herschel Gordon Levitt, I think his name is, or something like that. Yeah, Third Rock from the Sun. Yeah, he's in it. Uh, yeah, no, okay. But I mean, it's very good. I mean, you need a trap house. Gordon Levitt, yeah. Well, I liked there was a movie called oh God, what was it? Oh, it doesn't. I mean, I can't remember what the hell it is. Hemish. There's some movie that was written in Metallica fund that was really good. He was in. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Um, for the most part, I liked it, and I thought it was much better than it was going. I mean, I figured it might be good because I don't think Netflix wants to have a flop on their hands. You know, for the most part, it looks good. I think they could have cut out 20 minutes of the movie. Uh I probably give it like a 7.75 out of 10. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, let's explain why he's in the movie, but it's pretty. It's a yeah, it's an obvious. Yeah, it was like a new thread. You want me to tell you why? Because he's going out with his daughter, and then he's the one cop too. So that's how they put him in the movie. But I tell you what, Eddie Murphy was really funny in the movie though. I didn't know if he's gonna lost it some or not like that. I don't think he did. He did at all. Um, as far as you probably give it a 10. Okay, cool. Like I said, I give it like a 7.75 out of 10. Now, ranking the series, ranking the franchise, I give the 1983. I give Beverly Hills Cop a 10 out of 10. And like that and the first one are kind of interchangeable, but I like that a little bit more than the first Beverly Hills Cop, right? And then it'd be this one, 7.5, and then like the third one, which is probably like I don't know, 6.5 out of 10. You know? Oh, the soundtrack, yeah. I mean, I think they're gonna find out they'll get returns back. I think most people will be happy with this movie. But I'm gonna check out, Jeremy Johns is gonna probably review it and stuff. I just want to make sure I was the first one to come out here and do a live movie view of the show. So I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I don't want to give away a lot of stuff either. You'll see a lot of fan service in the movie. I thought the things towards the end was rushed, but it was still entertaining to see. Uh yeah, I really liked it. Yeah, I think they did. I think they did okay. It's not perfect. I mean, I thought the action scenes worked well. I thought the comedy, for the most part, was funny. I mean, I think they're trying. You know, I think they did okay with this one. You know, but I mean, we'll see what happens. If they drop the ball, they're gonna bite it. You know what I mean? I think it's worth watching. So I just want to do a little live stream and review of the movie. I mean, oh yeah, I thought I did an okay review of it. I mean, by keeping it vague though. Oh, I want to talk about the thing with David Spade, right? Now I know Eddie Murphy. I mean, this being brought up again. Eddie Murphy was mad at David Spade, right? I think back in '95. I remember seeing it on live TV, right? He was like the Hollywood Reporter guy, and he'd be insulting celebrities and stuff. And a lot of people got pissed off, and then Eddie Murphy got pissed off. Because he was in a string of movies that didn't do too well. Uh, and all of a sudden you saw like his David Spade was doing a thing. You saw his picture, and Spade said, "Oh, falling star, make a wish," right? And I think Eddie Murphy considered it to be a racist joke. I don't think it was a race. I mean, the next day he called him up. He bitched him out really bad, or after the show, either that or after the show. David Spade didn't want to take the call. I remember talking about Saturday Night Live. And Eddie Murphy was really mad at him for that. I don't know. I think there's always been bad blood, but they said that they're okay now. I want to mention that too. I don't really think that joke was meant to be racist. It wasn't meant to be nice. And even David Spade said that's mean. He said that's mean. They don't, he was just reading what he was supposed to read. Because some of the things, I mean, he said some of that stuff's mean though. What he's saying celebrities and stuff. No, that would get a lot of his friends mad at him. Did it on live TV. So I'll tell you what, Beverly Hills Cop Axel F is a lot better than I thought it'd be. Not perfect, not as good as the first two. Better than the third one. But I mean, if they actually played out well, the comedy was really good. I think it ran a little over long. They could have cut out 20 minutes. It wouldn't have mattered. Because that girl who played his daughter, supposed to be his real daughter, said she was kind of boring. That's the biggest flaw with the movie with me. And also, I predicted something that became very obvious a little bit later on in the movie. But I think it was really meant to be obvious. So, hope you like, hey, Ruski, how you doing? Well, I hope you guys like this live review of Beverly Hills Cop Axel F live movie review. I wanted to do it after it dropped on Netflix. I didn't want to do any spoilers or anything like that. Tell you about my history with Beverly Hills Cop. Now also there was one thing, like I remember I was in the army, right? I was in AIT, and there's a scene where the Judd Nelson character, right, has the those little law rockets with the little bazooka, right? The green ones. Those are ones we use in the army. And then he started reading the instructions on how to use it. I read it right along with him in the theater. So that's how much familiar I was with that. It was pretty cool. But I still think this. Okay. This is how I feel. I still think the second one's my favorite. Second one, then the first one, then this one on Netflix, and then Beverly Hills Cop 3. So, I hope you liked the review, everybody. I'm curious to see what other people think. I can't really guarantee anyone's going to feel the same way I do. I don't know. I'm going to highlight all the chat. Okay. I'll go. It's Forrester and Glitter World. Jedi Miller. This is Real Daughter. I just thought she was boring. All right. I guess that's it, everybody. Want to thank everybody for showing up for the live movie review. It wasn't going to be a long video, but I thought I'd do it. I want to end with station identification. I'll go down at 1717. Hold on. Here's station identification.
Welcome, Legion, to the Jason Callan channel.
Okay. I really hope you like this movie review, everybody. So until next time, bye, please. Take care, my Legion. Good night, everybody. Good night.